Hey there guys, and welcome back to Fallout 4, and I'm actually recording this on a new machine because I got a new laptop for Christmas, and Merry Christmas to everyone obviously. So things might be a little different. I'm hoping there's not going to be any technical difficulties, though I am recording on a new machine and like audio and stuff like that. And I'm also using OBS instead of DxStory to record now as well. So it should look better and the frame rate should be better because this machine is actually more powerful than my desktop that's like outdated now. It's kind of old, it's a pretty old machine that I have for my desktop, but I haven't really used a laptop before. And I'm really not used to where the keys are and stuff like that, so we'll see how it goes. But I had a couple levels first of all to put, because I got so much ridiculous XP from that last mission that I did. So I'm going to be putting one in Charisma. I think I said I would, but this is also going to allow me to get better prices because I do want to buy something, and I'm also going to be putting one into luck. So those are both stat points. Nothing too exciting, but I am going to have more criticals, or my critical bar is going to fill faster with that point in luck. And I am going to be able to get some better prices, and I'm also working towards Lone Wanderer, so we'll get to that eventually. I could have put a point in Sneak if I wanted to, but I find that I'm really not sneaking that much because I'm bringing a companion along for now, so I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to leave it at 2. I could eventually put points into it when I ditch a companion, maybe. So we'll see how it goes. This also unlocks Grim Reaper Sprint, which I'm going to take next level because it's just a good luck perk to have. And I was eventually going to put points into luck anyway. So that's the reason I put points in there. But first of all, I'm going to go and get a magazine. I actually missed this last time. I forgot this was even here. But if you go up the monument here, there is a pretty useless magazine for me, at least, because I think it's about like persuasion checks, and I don't really succeed in many of them. But damn, this is like really up there. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, it's more experience for persuading men specifically in this one, but I really don't pass that many checks, so it's really not going to be that useful to me. So the real reason I'm at Bunker Hill again, and Piper please, just get in my way, there is a specific piece of armor that I want to get that's going to be really useful. I am not used to using... I actually have a mouse for this, but like, I'm gonna have to get used to this. You better be nice to me. Never really gamed on a laptop, to be honest.
Unless you need to return it.
So I do have all my charisma gear on, so I am ready to buy here.
As is.
So the game should look better and it should run better, so I'm hoping that'll be the case. But I am actually going to spend all my money here. I ditched my chest piece. I actually went and got I think I didn't show it, but a poisoner's leather chest piece which has more poison resist. I went and stashed that in the truck stop, but I want to get a chest piece from here called the Black Ops chest piece, and that's going to cost pretty much all my caps. So I brought all my I brought all the purified water that I had. I had like 99, so I'm going to sell all of that but 30 of it to get some money back. And I could also sell ammo if I need to. Like this 30 ammo like is so useless to me. I'm going to sell like 340 of it, so I'm gonna have like 1,000 caps, which I think is okay to run around with. I don't think I'll need more than that for now. I got a lot of 10mm rounds as well. I actually sell like 300 of those, so I have a lot of money just there. So that's actually not too bad. It's gonna cost me 6,000, but that's whatever. So the real reason I really want this piece of armor is it's a lot more defenses than what I currently have. There's 29 in both in this case, and it has the same thing as the champion left arm, which is the +1 strength and endurance, which is of course useful to me. I think it's the only other one that has that specific modifier that you can buy, and it also has the dense mod, which means you'll take a lot less damage from explosions, and is actually really useful. So I'm going to take that. It is rather expensive. I mean, with low charisma, you're not really going to have too much in terms of like you're not going to have an extreme amount of caps, but this is actually going to be really useful. So I'm going to go and put that on and forget to put everything else on, of course. So all that, and what was the other? Champion left arm. So there we go. It is combat armor, so it does look like this. And it's going to put my strength to 12 without the Grognak costume, which is good. So I'm actually only like 20 less damage than having the Grognak costume right now, so it is really useful to have this, and the dense modifier is extremely good. Trust me on this. I know what I'm talking about. It will actually allow you to just to go through explosions and not even care. Like, seriously, it's that good. So I'm gonna go and do the Cabot quests. I think I said Cabot last time. I think it's Cabot. I believe they say that. So I'm gonna do these quests. I think there's 3 of them, and it allows you to get access to the Charisma bobblehead. You need to do these quests to get access to it. So I'm gonna eventually want that. So I'm gonna start them at least.
Go away.
The first 2 are relatively short.
I told you to go away.
But we're gonna go ahead and say, yeah, I'm actually
I'm here
here.
to talk to Jack Cabot.
Oh, it's you.
Cabot, okay.
Good. Come on in.
Okay. And these quests are relatively short, like I said. It's really just one objective for the first 2. The third one is a bit lengthier, so I might leave that for next time.
Let's go meet the boss.
Lead on.
But the dense modifier, I don't know what percentage. I don't think it's been documented what percentage it actually reduces explosion damage by, but it's a lot, and it can help you survive pretty much Molotovs, grenades, etc. because all that. Okay, so I'm checking it's on survival because I am on a new machine here. My options were resetted, but should have taken care of that.
You'll be right with it.
Oh, damn. Clearly, I'll need to adjust the
I think he
mix.
just blew himself up there.
Welcome to Cabot House. I'm Jack Cabot.
Wait for him to like get his slow ass down here.
Edward said you needed to talk to me before he hired me.
Yes, Edward finds it tiresome, but I always like to know personally everyone who works for me. Please, have a seat. How about a drink?
Oh, I was gonna say that seat, but Piper decided to sit down suddenly.
Edward, the good bourbon, eh?
Now you stand up.
7 years older than you, Blue.
Fuck you, Piper. Okay.
Now, before we get down to business, I have a question I like to ask all my new
Oh,
employees.
I remember this
Is
part.
this really the time
Don't
for
interrupt, Edward. The question is this.
Piper.
Do you believe there is other intelligent life in the universe?
Yes, aliens.
Are you talking about aliens, UFOs, and little green men?
No, no, that's all popular hysteria. I doubt any of it has any basis in fact. I'm talking about the hidden history of our planet. The very origins of human civilization. Ancient powers that modern science, even at its pinnacle, could barely begin to comprehend.
I'm just gonna just shut him
I'm
up here.
just here about the job.
Not that this hasn't been scintillating.
I'm sorry if I'm rattling on. I sometimes forget not everyone finds these things as compelling as I do. I'll leave you to Edward. He'll be your immediate supervisor. But remember, I'd love to chat more about this when matters are not so pressing. Welcome to the family.
Okay, you're officially hired. Congrats.
That was interesting.
Kind of cut him off there,
Good.
but
If you like that kind of thing, you've come to the right place. That's part of the job, by the way. It's best to keep an open mind. Jack may be eccentric, but he's definitely not crazy. The job I got for you is simple. Jack owns a facility north of the city. There's an important package that went missing between there and here.
unfortunately, this
I
is
need you to
actually
track
quite
it down
far
and
away,
bring
so I
it
may
back
have
to
to
me.
travel for
Any
quite a bit.
questions?
Okay.
I hope you have more to go on than that.
Don't worry. I don't expect you to do the impossible. Not on your first day. You should start at Parsons State Insane Asylum. Don't let the name spook you. It's
Yeah,
just
I'm
a
pretty sure
secret
this is
building that
far
we're
to the
using. We think
northeast.
the courier got ambushed as he was leaving the place. The guards heard gunfire in the distance, but we don't know exactly what happened. Check in with Maria at Parsons.
But this
He's in charge of the
this
security
quest
force
actually
there.
has
She can point you in the right direction.
very
You're
little
all
you
set
you
then.
actually do.
I'm out of here.
Good luck. Don't get killed on your first job.
Okay. You actually do very little here. I think you actually just have to kill a few raiders, but it is relatively far away, so I might have to travel for a bit and hopefully not get killed on my way. But otherwise, yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult to do. Haven't fought anything yet, and it's like 10 minutes in, but that's okay. Alright, it's all the way up here, so I'm gonna go to the robot place. I haven't actually done anything there yet. So I may go back there at some point. I did discover it quite a while ago, but I haven't done anything there yet. So yeah, I'm gonna do the first 2 quests here, and then I might do... I might start doing stuff in Goodneighbor, maybe? Okay. Man, I need to get used to this keyboard, though. I'm just really not used to using a laptop, to be honest. Like, these keys. It's weird to me. But yeah, this is a really good gaming laptop. I'm hoping to be able to play some of my other games on it. Okay. Alright. Right, so these guys are pretty badass, honestly. Rad Scorpions in this game are... Ow. I'm gonna cram. Okay, so I killed him without a mutating. He didn't do that much to me, and I got another Furious weapon. Actually, did I have a Furious weapon before? I think it was like a pool cue. Why can't I get the good melee weapons with this Furious modifier? That would just be great. Okay, so... I'm going to save. Yes, Rad Scorpions in this game are actually really badass. Which is why I was a little scared, but then I saw he did, like, not very much damage to me. Now, I'm going to discover this area right here. I'll just go up to it. I don't think there's any enemies around here. That's the Mass Fusion Containment Shed. Now, I haven't actually been there on any of my characters yet. I said last time, I believe, that I was playing a charisma character quite a lot, and they're more focused on settlements and making a lot of money, and on survival, they have a much harder time in actual combat than this character, which is what you would expect. But they do have access to a lot more... You can make a lot more money, and you can get a lot more, like, purified water. It needs science, and I don't have science because intelligence. They can make a lot of money, but a melee character really doesn't need that much money. Like, the thing I bought was 6,000, which is quite a lot, but I really don't need ammo. I don't need purified water, really, apart from what I can heal myself with, and I can get that quite easily. Because I don't need ammo. I don't need to use a range weapon like at all, apart from cells, which I've not bought any cells. And not having to buy ammo allows you to have a lot more. There's a farm over here. Okay, so the recon mission is over there. It's actually quite a difficult mission at the end, so I'm not going to do that yet. Though I will want to do it relatively soon. I think there's stuff around here. I'm gonna go down in the water because I'm kind of scared. Like I said, this is the northeast of the map. I don't think this mission is very difficult, but I'm just kind of worried about this area. So I'm gonna play it safe. I was right, there is super mutants up there. Okay, we're just gonna run away. Apparently I'm hidden, so... Wait. So it should be just across the water here. I'm gonna take radiation no matter what. Okay, I'm gonna take quite a lot of radiation here, but that's fine. Really not that much, honestly. Okay. So this should be the building right up here, yep. And this is the first part of the quest. I need to walk slightly further. So I think I go in the gate. I just really need to get used to these controls. Alright, gate captain's over here. I'll take that.
Just don't bring any trouble down on us.
This place is off limits. You'd best move along.
Edward Deegan sent me. I'm looking for a missing package.
Oh, you're the new girl. So this package. Pretty sure we know where it is. The guys that shot Ben are holed up in the Parsons Creamery, just north of here.
That's all I needed to know.
Let's not keep the boys waiting.
Well then, I guess we're done. Hey, be careful. It's weird that they're still hanging around so close. Normal raiders would have grabbed the loot and bugged out by now. It's like they're scouting the place or something. I'll be glad when you clear them out.
Okay. So I think it is, yeah, it's just all the way to the north of the map now. And yeah, that's pretty much all we need to go and get it. I really don't think there's that many enemies here. It's, wow, it's pretty dark, and it's really dark at this point compared to my desktop. I might not have the brightness set properly. It actually looks better like this, I think. I can barely see anything, so it might make it harder if something does jump me. But I do think it does look a lot better, and it does seem to run a lot better in terms of frame rate. I don't actually have an FPS counter compared to using DX Story, but I'm trying to use OBS now. It seems like it's really good. It also does multiple audio tracks now with the multi-platform program. Okay, Raider Survivalist. Okay, I'm gonna redo that. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 1, 2. Where's the other one? I can't see them yet. I think they're up the stairs. They might be down the stairs though. Okay, so Survivalist is actually pretty tough, so I'm gonna go and crit them for a lot of damage. And I don't think there's anyone else. You can see they did a lot of damage to me. So we pick up this mysterious serum, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. Snubnose pistol isn't bad. I'll take the combat armor because, ooh, a metal helmet. I think metal headgear is actually, or armored headgear, sorry, is actually quite rare. So I'm gonna take that because I don't think there's that much of it going around. A 44 pistol is okay. I might take it to give to one of my companions eventually, but that's all that was here. Okay. And I think that is all that you actually can get here. Now, I don't know what this is
Well,
for.
if anyone could figure out.
I may as well take it in case it has some rare material. And both these two. More than that even. Empty more balls. I don't think there's any more, but I'll talk about the mysterious serum now. That's the drug that we want storage of at the end of this quest, so I'll go over it a bit. So I'll show you what it does. It gives you 50 damage resist, which is good. It lasts for like 20 hours in game time, which is a really long time. Most drugs only last 8 hours in game time, so that is actually really good. There's also the negative 36,000 rads, it says, but this is over time. I think it's like negative 60 rads per second or something. I don't know how much it is, but this basically means while that's active, you can't take any radiation. So this is extremely useful, even to characters that aren't going to use the +5 strength it gives you, and it does give you +5 strength. Even for ranged characters, this is useful because you can use it in the glowing sea, which is a radiated area, very radiated area, and basically don't have to worry about radiation. This is one choice for this sort of quest line, but there is another choice if you do actually want to get a ranged weapon, which I am not going to be taking it. This is extremely useful to me, obviously, because +5 strength, and you can get pretty much an infinite supply of them. Though you can only carry one at a time. Sorry if I'm spoiling that kind of, but you know, you're watching a playthrough. I've kind of spoiled a lot already, to be honest. So that's all we need to do. We can go back to the Cabot house now, and this will level me up. And also there is a speech check here, if you to see if you can manage to keep that one serum. You can lie basically about it and keep that one serum. which I don't think is a big deal if I'm going to actually go through and like get an infinite supply of them, but I'm gonna do it anyway, even just for the speech check thing. So I'm gonna go and get the formal hat on and the dress, go back in here. And I believe, yeah, you had to talk to Jack, I believe. And I should be able to get Grim Reaper's sprint from that level up.
Imogen is missing and I want her found.
Oh yeah, this part.
Missing, Mother.
Do you know where she is?
So did you find out what happened to the courier?
Your sister is missing and I want her found. What else is Edward for if not
Okay,
to
I'll
keep
just
the
talk to
family
you
safe?
first.
Some raiders set up camp near Parsons and ambushed him. I took care of them.
I don't like raiders operating so close to Parsons. I hope this isn't the start of something serious. What about the serum he was carrying? Did you get any of it back?
Didn't find any.
I didn't find any. I guess they must have used it all.
Yeah, figures.
I actually leveled up from
Oh,
that.
well. Here's your pay for the job. Too bad about the serum.
So it is an
Now,
easy speech check,
As
but
far as what's next. Oh, hell. I guess it's time you met Wilhelmina. Jack's not gonna
it's
be
quite a
happy
name.
about it. Come on,
And you don't even care.
Mother, will you let it go, please?
Jack. I'll take care of it. Mrs. Cabot, don't worry. I'll send someone to find
Stuff
Imogen.
in here is
Thank you.
older than you, Blue.
I can always count on you. Why can't you be as devoted as dear Edward?
Can I talk to you
You
now?
shouldn't indulge her, Edward. It just makes her more impossible to deal with next time.
Just doing my job. Speaking of which, we tracked down the last delivery from Parsons. Raiders got it all, I'm sorry to say.
Oh, that is bad news. Our supply here is dangerously low.
Sorry, I was just
We'll just have
sorry
to
I
make
had
it
to
last
lie.
until
I'm just
the
looking
next
out for the quest reward, you know.
Imogen is Jack's sister. You probably figured that out
I don't
yourself.
I don't think you'll
She's,
get anything if you don't
a
lie,
little
but
flighty.
or maybe you'll get some caps. I
From
don't know.
time to time, she runs off. Usually with a new boyfriend. Then I send somebody to bring her home.
No problem. I'll bring her back.
The trouble usually isn't finding her. It's persuading her to come home. I don't know where she's gone, but I can give you a place to start. She's been spending a lot of time in Good Neighbor. That's a jazz club there, the third rail. Somebody there must know something. She's not known for keeping her mouth shut.
Got it. Off to Good Neighbor then.
Good that we explored Good Neighbor actually. So I leveled up, and that means I don't need to heal actually, which is good. Now I'm gonna get a charisma point to get Lone Wanderer eventually. Lone Wanderer itself isn't too useful to me right now because I'm still carrying around Piper, and then I'll probably get Kate and finish off her quest. And then maybe I'll take some more companions. I don't know. Companions are fun to have around, but Lone Wanderer is actually really useful. And it'll help me like actually stealth a little bit, so there's that. But I'm going to take Grim Reaper's Sprint. Now, this is just any kill in VATS, 15% chance restore all action points, which is actually really good if it activates. It does go up to 35%, but that is kind of level 46 to get that, so it is useful. I am going to be able to put 2 points in it right now, and 25% chance to just run around with is really good, as well as having Action Girl as well. So, you know, Grim Reaper Sprint, just really good perk. I think it is a bit loud in terms of like its sound, kind of like Idiot Savant before I disabled it with the mod, so hopefully it won't get too annoying for everyone. Right, anyway, so we're going to do this quest now. This again, I believe, is a pretty short one. I'm gonna go and do a full save right now. And then I'm going to head towards third rail, so Good Neighbor. Yeah. I always forget where everything is because a lot of the stuff is really closely compacted together. There's a lot of locations really close
Good
together
neighbor,
in this
huh?
game.
You looking to get stoned or stabbed?
Hopefully neither, to be honest, but, you know, we'll see. Okay, so I haven't been in here yet. I think there is another magazine in here, so we're gonna try and find it. I can't exactly remember where it is, though. Talk to you first, alright?
Hancock says newcomers are
No.
welcome in the third rail. Go on in.
Quantum there. I don't use Nuka-Colas though, like at all. So I don't know.
Yeah? Yes?
Yes.
Can't say I'm surprised to find you in a dump like this, MacReady.
I was wondering how long it would take your bloodhounds to track me down, Winlock. It's been almost 3 months. Don't tell me you're getting rusty. Should we take this outside?
It ain't like that. I'm just here to deliver a message.
In case you forgot, I left the Gunners for good.
Yeah, I heard. But you're still taking jobs in the Commonwealth. That isn't going to work for us.
I don't take orders from you. Not anymore. So why don't you take your girlfriend and walk out of here while you still can?
What? Winlock, tell me we won't have to listen to this shit.
Listen up, MacReady. The only reason we haven't filled your body full of bullets is that we don't want a war with good neighbor. See, we respect other people's boundaries. We know how to play the game. It's something you never learned.
Glad to have
Piper got balls of steel, to be honest.
You can play the tough guy all you want. But if we hear you're still operating inside Gunner territory, all bets are off. You got that?
You finished?
Yeah. We're finished. Come on, Bards.
I'm gonna leave MacReady for now. I don't know if these guys do anything.
Here on Gunner business, so back off.
Get out of my face.
They're nice though. They're nice guys. Trust me. Ah, now I'm forgetting where it is.
Another one of you mercs looking for MacReady? He's in the back room.
Okay. Well, anyway, we're talking to you first.
We got beer. You ain't buying beer, you ain't buying.
Do you know Emma Jean Cabot?
Name rings a bell. Trying to bar me?
Bar me. That's an English word right there. Or British word, sorry.
She likes to make friends with people. She might know more about this missing bird. Magnolia! Gal, what's a word?
Okay. Stop singing. Yeah.
Well, what's the matter, sweetheart? Don't tell me you didn't like the song.
I just wanted to talk to you.
Well, I thought that's what we were doing. Now, there's something special about you, isn't there? Don't tell me. Let me guess. Ah, of course. It's those powerful muscles of yours. My, I could get used to looking at those. So what brings a woman like you to my part of town?
I want to see the sarcastic option here.
Playing a game. First idiot who grabs my ass gets his arm broken. 10 points if he's drunk.
That sounds like the beginning of a great song. I think you and I are gonna get along. So it's my turn to answer questions, right? What can I do for you?
Do you know Emma Jean Cabot?
Emma Jean? Sure. I know her. I haven't seen her in a while, though. Were you a friend of hers?
I just need to talk to her.
Why are you looking for her, honey?
Okay. A lot of family's worried.
Her family's worried that something's happened to her.
Should pass this.
I'm glad somebody's looking out for her. She seemed like a body that could use looking after.
I just need to know where she is.
There was this preacher fella who used to come in here all the time. One of the slick ones. Always going on about remaking your life and so on. Most of the customers...
So I think this quest will slightly change if you do this... Go to this area that they're talking about first before you do
I
it.
don't suppose it hurt that he was easy on the eyes. Intense. Some women find that irresistible.
Pam, would you come over here a minute?
It's the ghoul guy, isn't it? Gotta wait on people constantly, taking their sweet ass time.
Is there a problem, Miss Magnolia?
There you are.
No, this lady here was just looking for Emma Jean. Do you happen to know where that preacher fella came from?
Brother Thomas.
Yes, that's right. The one Emma Jean was always hanging on.
Had to throw him out. Wouldn't stop bothering customers with that salvation racket. Kept going on and on about joining him at the back bay. Then he'd shove those stupid flyers in your face. Here, I kept one of them, just in case he didn't pay his bar tab.
Well, thanks, honey. You were a big help.
Anything for you, miss.
I hope Emma Jean's all right. I didn't much like the idea of her going off with that preacher fella.
Okay. So, I don't even know if you need to do that. Apparently it's an optional objective, so you might not need to, but... Alright. Is it in here, maybe? I'm looking for the magazine. Yes, it is in here.
There we go.
That's probably why it was kind of hard to find. Okay, companions permanently gain +5 damage resist and energy resist. Pretty decent, actually. I don't know how much it'll help, though.
Worth reading?
Sure. Sure it is. All of those are to do with companion gains, so... The XP game one is just a straight up boost to XP, so you may as well get it. It's just nice to have, really. Okay, so... Back Bay is over here, so... I'm wondering where I should go. I'll go from Park Street Station, since that seems to be relatively safe. So next level, I could put a point into Grim Reaper Sprint or Lone Wanderer. And I think that's pretty much what I'll go with. I don't know which, though. Or I could start putting points in Sneak. Or is there anything else? I think most of the other stuff I want to put points into are sort of level locked. So those are probably the main ones I want to take. So I'll go over this way. This laptop does have so much better performance than my desktop, though. Fight over here, I guess. Okay, so it's over this way. I'm gonna run past here. Oops.
What was that?
I think I hit Alt there by accident. Yeah, I'm just not used to this keyboard, really. I'll probably get more used to it soon enough. Okay, so I think there's actually multiple ways of doing this. You're just a random missionary? Okay. I think you can actually get in the back here and just not pickpocket, sorry, lockpick.
You turn down the wattage on that thing?
But I don't actually have enough to
tight.
To do that. I don't know if that's the right room though. I guess I'm gonna have to talk to the guy then, and you can actually turn everyone here hostile if you talk a certain way. What the hell?
Hi.
Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face around here. Tell me something. You ever feel like this whole world is broken? Do you ever wonder why things can't be the way they were in the good old days?
I'll just go straight for
I'm just looking for
quest
Imogene's
objective.
Oh, I'm sorry, but Imogene is indisposed right now. She's not seeing visitors.
I just need to make sure she's okay.
You've got my word. She's fine. She's just staying in her room right now. Not that it's any of your business, but she and I are just having a little relationship trouble. You know how it is. She's not seeing anybody until she cools off.
Could offer 500 caps. I'll try to bribe him. I mean, 500 caps is honestly quite a lot considering this quest, but I don't necessarily want to like threaten them or anything, so I'm gonna go
Maybe
and try
500 caps will help make her available.
500 caps? Huh. I'm in the wrong business.
Well, that's different. The truth is, we had a little, disagreement about her joining the movement. She got kind of violent. So I locked her in there until I could figure out what to do with her. For 500 caps, I'm happy to make her your problem. Here, let me unlock the door for you. I've got to warn you.
Probably not worth, but whatever. I don't really want to kill too many characters that I don't need to. And this guy is an asshole, because he is running a cult basically, but I'll try not to kill him. So I'll bribe him instead of like just outright killing him. I think if you go any further he'll like get aggressive or whatever. So I'll just do this instead. and I will lose 500 caps. But I can easily make that back just from selling purified water quests objectives. I might actually get that much back from this quest because I got a decent amount from the last one. So yeah, I got like 800. I mean, that's enough anyway. And go talk to her now. Radix.
You must be Imogen.
Don't tell me. Jack sent you.
Who has time to do this sort of cleaning?
You're Jack's sister? I was expecting someone a bit younger.
You really know how to flatter a lady, don't you? Just to be clear, I'm Jack's younger sister, the baby of the family. Once I get home and get some of Jack's serum, I'll be back to my usual stunning self.
So you can actually find out the purpose of the serum here.
Jack has a serum that reverses aging?
It really isn't any of your business.
And sometimes she'll just fail
Jack who sent you. He's always trying to control me.
Okay.
Do you want to get out of here or not?
Well, yes. I've been waiting to see if Thomas would come to his senses. But since you've already gone to all this trouble, I may as well leave now. I was bored with Thomas anyway. He seemed so interesting at first. But after we got here, he turned out to be just another brute. He actually thought he could force me to join his absurd cult.
Let's just go.
Let's get out of here.
Oh, I'm not going with you. You can tell Mother I'll be along home before too long. I just need a drink first.
Alright, if I can just go home, yeah. Alright. So go back here, finish this quest, and then I think the next quest starts immediately, so there is that. But I may not actually do it because it is pretty long, and I may instead start... I could do the Silver Shroud quest, start that up, or I could go to Good Neighbor, do another side quest. There's a lot of stuff I could possibly do. There's a lot of side quests like I know of now, so I'll go and start this quest at least. I don't think you need to like follow through with it immediately, so generally in this game you don't have to. And I don't want to do the Brotherhood quest right now, the Lost Patrol one. It is pretty lengthy as well. I could start it though.
Are you there? Edward, switch to single sideband modulator.
Shut up, Piper.
Can you hear me?
Stop saying the exact same thing over and over again, please.
Edward, switch over to the Hartley modulator. Do you copy?
No.
Oops.
How's this?
Wasn't me.
Oh, that's done it. Edward, what's going on there?
Can I actually take this?
They're inside the building.
What's that for?
Inside? You keep them out of the basement?
I'm trying, Jack. I've never seen raiders.
Not going well.
For God's sake, Sammy, the doorway right there.
Apparently I can take everything in here right now.
Things are a little busy around here right now.
Listen, if they're inside the building, you have to go to the office and shut down the elevator. You can't risk them getting to Lorenzo.
Got it. Office. Elevator. You better round up whoever you can and get them.
Hello? Edward? Come in. Edward! There's no signal at all. I've lost him.
What's happening, Jack? If these people are inside Parsons, if they free him...
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I always knew it would end this way. I never should have allowed you to lock up Lorenzo in that place.
That isn't helping, Mother. And as I recall, using the serum was your idea, not mine.
So what are you going to do?
I said I'll handle it. I'm thinking.
What's going on?
That was Edward. He's at Parsons, the old asylum. They're under attack by raiders. It's strange. The guards have held off raiders before without any trouble.
So this is the part of the quest that I said has two ways to do it. I'll
I
tell
found
them.
Imogen. She's fine.
Piper, please.
Oh, yes.
Oh my god, I actually got an idiot savant proc again.
You'll be wanting to be paid, of course.
Not as much because it
Edward
wasn't as
used
big a
to handle
quest,
these
but
things.
still
Caps is what you
850.
use for currency, isn't that right? Here. I hope that's the right amount. Now, we really need to focus on the current emergency.
How can you be so callous?
Okay, so I only lost about 300 because I got 200 back there.
That stole that last shipment. If some of them had used the undiluted
I don't know, I just
serum,
feel like killing
explaining their
NPCs I don't need to kill
successes, it was
is
meant.
a waste, even if they probably don't do anything after. So I'm gonna try
What exactly does this serum do?
get him to explain.
I suppose it's time you knew. The main benefit of the serum is to halt aging. My family and I are all over 400 years old. But it also confers other side effects, especially in the undiluted form that the Raiders stole. It increases strength and resistance to all kinds of physical damage. So at least some of these Raiders may be much more dangerous than the ones you're used to dealing with.
I think the enemies in there are actually fairly
I think it's time you told me what's really going on at Parsons.
quite tough actually. So
Jack, are you sure it's wise telling her all this?
My father, Lorenzo Cabot, is confined in Parsons. He became dangerously unstable after handling an artifact he found on an archaeological dig in Arabia. He gained various seemingly paranormal powers, as well as becoming increasingly irrational and violent. In the end, I had no choice but to confine him, for his own safety, as well as ours. In the course of my attempts to cure him, I discovered that the artifact had introduced anomalies.
you think how you would figure it out
So
after
the source
400
of his
years, to be
insanity
honest.
is also the basis of the treatments that have prolonged all our lives. The irony isn't lost on me, but if he were to escape from Parsons, I would lose my father forever. I will not allow that to happen. Not to mention that the artifact has made him paranoid, homicidally violent, and endowed with extraordinary abilities.
Okay.
We'd better get to Parsons right away then.
Exactly.
Even though I probably won't
Before
go there
we
right
go,
away,
I
but
need you to understand something. When we get to Parsons, you need to do exactly what I tell you. Nothing more, nothing less. Is that clear?
okay.
Okay.
Good. Make sure you have whatever you'll need for a serious battle. I'll wait for you outside.
Jack, be careful. And try not to hurt him.
I love Father at least as much as you do. But you know as well as I do that if he gets free, there will only be one option.
Don't let it come to that, please.
I'll do my best, Mother. And if Imogene finally comes home, for God's sake, don't let her leave again until I get back. Now, I really do have to go.